the 2012 USADA investigation into Lance Armstrong's cycling career, 26 witnesses were called, including former teammates who were questioned about their own banned substance use and Lance Armstrong's. Former cyclist and longtime friend and confidant George Hincapie was one of them. Hincapie was the teammate to race in all 7 of Lance Armstrong's Tour de France wins. In July, USADA charged Lance Armstrong with possession, trafficking, and using banned substances. Armstrong filed a lawsuit to block the charges. A judge dismissed the case. In August, USADA had found overwhelming evidence that Armstrong doped through much of his professional cycling career. At the time, Lance Armstrong chose not to contest their findings. In October, he was stripped of all 7 Tour de France titles and banned for life from elite competition.
What was your reaction then when you learned that USADA was going to pick up the case and pursue their own investigation of you?
Great question. My reaction was the same that it always had been. You know, coming in on my territory, I'm going to fight back. Oprah, I'd do anything. I'd do anything to go back to that day.
Why?
Because I wouldn't fight. I wouldn't sue him. I'd listen. I'd do a couple things first. I'd say, guys, granted, cannot deny I was treated differently than the other guys. That's okay. I was bigger, I won more races, etc.
Yeah.
But I was treated differently. But
Treated differently how? Treated
differently in the sense that I wasn't approached at the same time as the other riders. And there were lots of riders that were approached.
Approached how?
They approached them and asked them to come in and talk about the culture of cycling and what they did or didn't do. And of course, with that, they were going to be penalized. They gathered all of the subpoenas, the affidavits, and the evidence, and then they
26 people, including 11 of your former teammates, testified.
Right, and they came to me and said, okay, what are you going to do? To go back to that moment, I would say, guys, give me 3 days. I'm going to call, and again, this is in hindsight. I wish I could go do it, but I can't. Let me call some people. Let me call my family. Let me call my mother. Let me call my sponsors. Let me call my foundation and tell them what I'm going to do. And I'll be right there. I wish I could do that, but I can't.